Talismans were amulets created by the Great Beast which provided the user a certain power. The talismans were a big part in the first series and were all destroyed at the end of the series. This is the Masked Spirit, and in this video we will be going over every talisman in spirit animals. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to get spirit animals put in your subscription page for free. This really helps me out and is an easier way to find my videos. The Granite Ram. Created by Eric's the Ram, the Granite Ram allowed the user to jump farther and higher. This was most notably used by the four heroes throughout the first series and was the first talisman they collected. The Amber Leopard. Created by Uriza the Leopard, the user would be able to move more swift and agile and be aware of their surroundings when using this talisman. This was most notably used by Shane in the Book of Shane to move across the Nile forest. The Iron Boar. Created by Rumpus the Boar and protected by him until the Second Devourer War, the user, when using the Iron Boar, was able to toughen their skin, making it impenetrable to most weapons. Used by the four heroes and conquerors like Shane and Devon. The Slate Elephant. Created by Dinish the Elephant and protected in his elephant pyramid by his followers and himself, the Slate Elephant would make the user's spirit animal grow larger in size. Used by the four heroes, notably by Roland. Note that the ability is not strong enough to make Essex reach her full size in the Book of Rise and Fall, indicating that it will not make an animal the size of a great beast. The Crystal Bear. Created by Suka the Polar Bear, this gives you giant invisible hands used by both sides during the Second Devourer War. The Coral Octopus. Created by Mulop the Octopus and protected by him in the Thousand Isles, when the user used the Crystal Octopus, it would allow them to breathe underwater and fit into tiny surfaces in and out of water. Used by Roland to escape Jerathon and Gar in the Rise of Fall. The Golden Lion. Created by Kaburu the Lion and protected by him and his pride of lions, the ability would be to have supersonic roar. This was used by Connor to attack Kaburu and Jerathon in the Rise and Fall book. The Silver Wolf. Created by Brecken the Wolf and lost in the First Devourer War, when the user used the Silver Wolf, it would heighten their sense of smell and had a chance of giving them prophecies. This was held by the Green Cloaks until Shane eventually stole it in Rise and Fall. The Bamboo Panda. Created by Jaya, who protected it in the Bamboo Maze in Zong. This talisman had the power to heal, as well as a clear head and a sense of calm. Stolen by Shane, he used it when traveling Nilo, as it made him feel at ease. This was also searched throughout the First Conqueror War by the Conquerors and also by someone else who tried using it to heal their younger brother. The Copper Falcon. Created by Essex the Falcon, this talisman had the ability to strengthen the eyesight and was kept by the Green Cloaks and finally stolen by Shane. The Marble Swan. Created by Nanani the Swan and eventually gifted to the Green Cloaks after the First Devourer War, when the bonding sickness occurred. This talisman had the ability to create the nectar, which would de-affect the bonding sickness as well as summon your spirit animal in if you could. This talisman also had the abilities to quicken the hands and was kept by the Green Cloaks until stolen by Shane. The Bronze Eagle. Created by Halloware, this talisman had the ability to bend air like water in a stream. This was stolen by the Conquerors in the First Devourer War, where it was being guarded by Halloware. This talisman eventually came into the process of being held by the Green Cloaks until it was stolen by Shane. The Jade Serpent. Created by Jerathon, the Jade Serpent had the ability to create the bile. Given to the Conquerors in the First Devourer War, and later kept hidden and sterile in the King's Throne, this talisman was eventually able to be retrieved by Shane, who used it to start the Second Devourer War. The Obsidian Ape. Created by Kovo, this talisman had the ability to show weaknesses. For example, when Shane eventually stole it from the Green Cloaks, he put it on and was able to see how he could take a swing of one axe and destroy a tree. Shane eventually used this talisman in the fight with Lachey and her tiger spirit animal, where he learned that Lachey was trying to protect the boy that he was with, and eventually sent Gar to attack him and ended up winning the battle because of it. The Platinum Elk. Created by Telon the Elk, this talisman had the abilities to clear the user of the negative effects of the bile, and other effects included strengthening wisdom and intelligence. This was kept by Telon the Elk until he gave it up to Kovo in the Evertree. Talismans were created by the Great Beast. It is believed they use the same method as the bonding token. The first person to ever create a talisman was most likely Talon the Elk, who spread the knowledge to the rest of the Great Beasts. A talisman seems more easy to make than a bonding token, which requires full trust in yourself and your spirit animal. This ability most likely requires a lot of power, only possible by a great beast in their prime. We will most likely never get a true answer to this phenomenon. Hey guys, so this has been a couple of days, but just to clear up everything, after I explained all of the talisman's abilities, everything else is all hypothetical. But continuing off of that, I believe that the talisman's abilities were chosen by the Great Beast, and the reason I think this is some Great Beasts already have the ability, like Uriza and Kovo, while other abilities make no sense, especially Nanani's and Suka's. And so I realized that Kovo actually may have been the one who created the talismans, and the reason I believe this is because he wanted to use all the talismans to create the Staff of Cycles. So he may have persuaded the other of Great Beasts to create talismans as a sort of way to get more power and fame across Erdis, but in the process, the Great Beasts believed that they had to guard them as if it was their own soul, like a Horcrux in Harry Potter, and so Kovo had to come up with a new way of getting the talismans, and to do this, he probably started the Devour War and ultimately was the one who started the whole entire series. Anyways, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have, leave a like. I'll try turning on comments this time if I remember, and have a good day. Bye.